We're going to go ahead and create ourselves a brush utilizing an image. And this allows us to go in to utilize any image that our intent for it is to go in and ultimately use this for a texture effect inside of a document. So on this, I've gone in and grabbed a screenshot here of an old movie ticket. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this and turn this into a brush. And just like as we work with most brushes, the first thing we want to do is we want to go in and get rid of any color content, since brushes work off of black and white. So we're going to go ahead and go Command-Shift-U, which is just going to allow us to go in and desaturate the image. So once we do that, we've just gone in and pulled out the color content. So this is into a grayscale image. And then we're going to go ahead and adjust our levels. We're going to hit Command-L for our levels adjustment. And as we start to slide these, we'll start to see what's happening with that. So we're going to go ahead and make it to where what we have is black. So we're going to push the blacks up. And from the white side, we're going to slide this over to help make that whole background white as well. At this point, it's a good example of how to work with this mid-tone. So we start to look at that middle. As we slide this over towards the black, notice they get lighter. If we go the opposite way, it's going to get darker, because everything from there over is going to be treated, of course, with the black. So this allows us to go ahead and control just how much of that background do we want to have the texture of it for the AMC Amazing and the other images that are on that as well. So I'm going to slide this over somewhere right around in here. So those are the settings that I'm going to work off of at this time. So you can see those settings for my black, my mid-tone, and also for the white. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and say OK. So now I've defined what it is that I want this to ultimately look like. So the next thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and define this as a brush. So once again, we go up here to Edit, Define Brush Preset. Inside of here, I'm going to call it Movie Ticket. I'm going to say OK. So as soon as we do that, you can see what it's going to look like. Now, how can we go about using this? Well, if we go in and we open up another image to work with, we can take this image that's here and we can come in here with our brush. If you have your brush on and you are only seeing crosshairs, it just means your brush is too large for it to render out what's going to be on there. So I can go ahead and I can start to work with this. Now in this case, what do I want to use this for? I'm going to use this for a texture. Well, we could go in and create ourselves a new layer. And based upon what we have there, we can click and you'll see that this will start to come into there. Another thing that we can also do with this is if we didn't want to work with color over top or we want to control a little differently, we could always go in and create a new layer, place it behind our image, and I could always go in and use this for a layer mask purpose. So in this case, I can come in here and we can start to stamp through, and that's where you're going to start to see the transparent showing up behind there. What also allows us to do that is any colors that we decide to place behind this. If I wanted to go in and make this a red, I could go in, I could choose a red, go ahead and fill that background. You'll see now the ones that are through there as part of the mask are going to be on that. If I continue to work with the mask coming in here, that will show up, allow us to control it. Maybe we don't want to go with just a solid color on there. Maybe we're going to work with a gradient. Well, I can go ahead and I can add the gradient in here, and you'll see now as we start to deal with those textures, those are available to us. We can actually go through and see what's inside of there. Now, also as you go through and work with it, another thing that's available to you is just how exactly is this going to look, or what else can we do with this? I'm going to go ahead and just create a blank document here first to go and really look at brushes. Many times we go through and we start working with brushes, we're using them, we're just setting them down, but there are a lot of other controls that are available to us inside of here. So the main one here is we get into this scattering. If we're dealing with a brush that's designed to provide some layers, some texture to it, if we come in here and choose our scattering, we can go ahead and we can increase this. If you look at the preview window down here, you can see what's going to happen to this. So we can make it really large scattering on both axes. Or we can come down here and we can reduce just how much is there. So what is it that you want these to ultimately look like? The count is how many of them are going to show up. So the more you have on there, the denser the texture is going to be. If you want a really heavy dense texture, you can do that. We can also go in here to the count jitter. That's just how many of them are going to show up. So if I come out here and I start to draw, you can see what's going to happen with this. So that's going in there. There's a lot of them on there. You can see how it's going in there and placing them. They're bouncing around. The thing as we go through and we start to adjust this is notice that if I click in one location, it's not putting one right in that location. So if you want to have full control over where you're putting them, then you will want to go ahead and take that scatter off. But this does allow us to come in here. If I click, it goes through and creates all of those. So that does allow me to go in and work with that. If you are working with them and you want to go ahead and have a bit more control, you'll see here if I click once, that's what I have on there. I did switch back over to black. So the number, remember we adjusted the count, so you're not always going to get 2 or 4 or 6. It's whatever you have. So it allows us to go through and start to draw what is in there. Brushes are a really powerful thing. Know that you can take any image and turn it into a brush, but you will want to go ahead and desaturate it and then adjust the levels so that you know what exactly it is that you are seeing in there. The nice advantage to this is that as we start to look at a size, if I turn off my scattering real quick, if I start to look at the size, if I want it this large, I can click once, it's there. Simply by using the same controls we have for all of our other brushes, we can continue to adjust the scale on that simply by increasing or decreasing the brush size. So this does speed up the ability to go in and place images into a location if we're using it multiple times, instead of having to go in and keep placing the image or duplicating layers as we go in and work with it. So that there is how we take an image and turn it into a brush.